Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am PJ. It's been a while. I had total knee replacement surgery a month ago, and I've been laying low. But I'm feeling pretty good today, so that's it. If you're on Patreon, and if you're not, you should be. My Patreon, Viking Preparedness on Patreon. I've been giving you all the details about my knee and recovery and things and that. And in addition to all the videos that I do all the time, I've kept them up over the last month. All right, the world. We have political turmoil. We have, oh my God, sleeper cells are coming. I've gone on record as saying I'm kind of, I don't know that there are sleeper cells. I think they would have already attacked if there were. But people are talking about war with Iran. Europe. I guess Russia is making huge gains in Ukraine. Russia's challenge is that they want to get as much of Ukraine, or as you're looking at it, as they can, without triggering a massive response from NATO, the EU, whatever. So that's going on. Where's that going to go? I don't know. China, I've been saying forever, we're going to war with China. That's the real war that we're getting ready for. Asteroids, my wife told me last night, Yellowstone's acting up again. You know, Earth changes. You can read about it in the Word. There will be earthquakes in diverse places. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. If you're a believer, if you read your Word, you know these things must come to pass. The question is, where are you going to be to ride out this storm? You know, if you're sitting somewhere like New York City or the greater metropolitan DC area, you're hurting when this thing pops off. If you're in a city, Chicago, Atlanta, you know, anywhere where everywhere you look there's people are the problem, the potential problem in a grid down Teowaki SHTF situation. I didn't obviously come up with the phrase, but I greatly popularized it and I put it into an acronym. Sell t-shirts to that effect. Kuhimp, come out of her, my people. Speaking of Babylon, lest you partake of her sins and receive of her plagues. Come out of those built up areas. Yes, it also has a spiritual level, but it has a physical level to it. You need to get away from the people. I'm fond of saying there's 4 things that are going to get you in one of these, you know, grid down Teowaki SHTFWROL situations. Starvation, people behaving badly, medical issues, and natural disasters going unchecked and unrelieved. People behaving badly is a big one. If you can get away from people, that will greatly assist you in not having to deal with a bunch of nonsense when everything falls apart. The problem is this: no man is an island. It is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a helper suitable for him. So you want to be away from the masses of people, but you still want to be around good people. How do you do that? Especially anymore. You know, you pick a place, you move there, and the next thing you know, you got Cletus and Rufus cooking meth in the garage or something, you know, or you got the car chopping gang chopping cars, and, you know, you got to deal with that. One way is to pick where you want to go. I am on record, and my money is where my mouth is. I think the Ozarks is a cool place to weather the storm. We have everything we need, and we don't have too much of anything that it makes the Ozarks a great target for. Like, I give you an example, cattle. They raise cattle in the Ozarks, but not like they do in Missouri, not like they do in Kansas and Texas. If you're going after the cattle, that's where you're going for the cattle, not out here where you get, you know, 100 head, 50 head. That ain't working. We have lots of water in the Ozarks. We have long growing seasons. Our winters are mild. It's middle of beginning of July. I'm standing here not dying, and it's, you know, 11:30 in the morning. So it's okay. The problem then also becomes, how do you find the right piece of land and ensure that you have decent people around you? One solution, good Vikings, one solution is Arkhaven. Arkhaven was the brain child of Ken Updegrove, a man I knew who wanted to bring believers in Christ. Yes, this video is for you. If you are not a Christ follower, we're done. You can turn off the video and go rah, 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 and leave. But he envisioned a community of Christ followers who were also preppers to come together in the Ozarks and live in harmony. Sounds like a hippie song. And do the things together. And then he got together with Randy Parker, who was the impetus behind it, and lo was born Arkhaven. I've been there a couple times. I have videos on it. Here's the deal at Arkhaven, and you can still get in on it if you want. Here's the thing. Better a month too soon than a day too late, right? Arkhaven consists of 5 to 100 acre parcels, all contiguous, of people who want to live in the Ozarks, live rurally. It is rural. And are preppers and followers of Christ. And so at least you know your neighbor is storing food and reading his or her Bible. That's a big start for people behaving badly, right? That's a big mitigation for that. If they're fed and they're reading the word and they're following it, you're probably not going to have a lot of problem with those people. Not to mention all the things you can do together. So Arkhaven was purchased, this land, I think it's still growing. You can buy 5 to 100 acres there. You can put up your house on it. There's no zoning laws. You can put whatever kind of house you want. There are crews available to assist you in building a house, or they can assist you in finding a crew to build a house, or you can bring a crew in. It doesn't matter. It's out there in the boonies, so it's not like you just call up one of 100,000 people to come build your house. But houses are built every day there. You can stay in your camper, your fifth wheel or whatever you have until you get your house built, or whatever. I guess some people are living in those. They have built community roads. There's community centers. They're building another one. There's meeting halls. There's flocks and herds and critters, and people hang out and talk. And again, what they all have in common is that they're all followers of Christ. They're all preppers to one degree or another. They all came from somewhere else to this big, it's a lot of property. I don't know if they say how much, but it's a lot of property. It would dwarf, you could put many Shofar Mountains there. And they're all taking steps to ensure their survival for what comes. And let's face it, it's not just, like I'm gonna do another video on Patreon here coming up. You can't be running away from something. If you're running away from something, it's going to fail. You're going to fail at what you're doing. You have to be running to something. You have to take this is my opinion, but you have to take the decision that, yeah, the world's a mess and I'm running away and I'm going to hide in the Ozarks. All right, that's not a bad plan. It's not a bad survival strategy, but a better survival strategy is I'm tired of all the chaos where I live, all the noise, whether it's, physical noise or psychic noise or emotional noise. It's just like, I'm tired of it. I want to whoosh and live a quieter life. They have electricity and water there at some of the parcels. So, you're fine there. You can also do this. They also have people that are on solar. But if you take the decision, I want to change the course my life is on, I think you'll do better. I do. Anyway, you owe it to yourself, if you're even half considering getting out of the situation that you're in and moving someplace like the Ozarks, and you want to be surrounded by good, like-minded people, you owe it to yourself to at least go check out the website. The website is arkhavenland.com, and you can read about how they're set up, and you can see some videos. I think they have one of my videos up where I was actually out there talking about it. Like I said, it's beautiful. It is gorgeous. They have woods, they have fields, they have rolling hills, they have rushing, babbling brooks and streams, and and they are out there like it's theirs. When you come on to Arkhaven, you're on Arkhaven. Now, the land you buy is yours. And again, there's no caveats on it. You can do whatever the heck you want on your land. So it's not like you're, in a gated community with covenants and all that stuff. You're surrounded by people who think like you do. And so that kind of stuff isn't super necessary, right? Give it a check. And if you are interested at all, you can call them up, talk to them. You can go out there and have a trip, which I recommend you do. During the COVID thing, I think there were probably people buying land sight unseen. There certainly was people buying land around here sight unseen. I really recommend you go out there and have a look. Arrange for a trip. They'll give you a tour, and show you everything, let you look at lots that are available. And again, they're 5 to 100 acres. You can do anything on that if you want to. Survive what's coming. Arkhaven. The website is arkhavenland.com. I will put it down below somewhere in the description of this video or something. But give them a look. Again, right now it seems to me, we were peaking. Oh my God, there's war everywhere, there's chaos. And it seems to me that we've coasted down a little bit. The thing is, when the hammer falls, it's going to fall without warning. I don't want anybody here to be like, I wish I coulda, I wish I woulda, I shoulda done those things. Don't wait, people. Your life is more important. Maybe. I'll see you out there.